Yo, what's up, guys? It's King Sean here, and last night was the preseason game against the Bengals. I didn't make a video last night because I thought it was really late, so I didn't know, if anybody would tune in, so I just decided to post it / record it today. But score 31-17, Bengals won. But as y'all know, preseason wins or losses don't matter. It's about what the guys on the field show, and we got a lot of positives. It was much more of a cleaner performance last night than versus the Patriots 2 weeks ago. So that's great. Obviously, still some negative stuff we have to discuss, but let's go over the positives first. Let's start with the starters on offense and defense. So the Bengals got the ball first, and they played their starters. Well, they didn't play Jamar Chase and T. Higgins for the entire first quarter. They only played them on that first drive, the opening drive, and T. Higgins didn't have a catch, but Jamar Chase did have a catch and drew a pass interference. We'll talk about that in just a second. But they drove down the field, scored, and honestly, I was kind of impressed by the defense on that drive. Trey Amos, he did not play. I was like, where is Trey Amos? He should be out there. But after the game, DQ in his press conference said that he was dealing with some hip tightness, or not some hip tightness, sorry, some hamstring tightness. So it wasn't anything serious. If it was a regular season game, he would have gone. But just to be, precautious, take all precautions. DQ likes to take precautionary actions just to make sure guys are good. They decided to not play Amos last night, which I thought was the right decision. Hamstring injuries, soft tissue injuries can be really difficult. So, you don't want to aggravate it. So it was smart of them to sit Amos last night. But I thought the defense did some really good things on the Bengals opening drive. They almost went 3 and out, but if it wasn't for a Frankie Luvu offsides, which, come on, Oos, love you, Oos, but, gotta be a little more aware. It was obvious that they were trying to draw us offsides, and unfortunately, Luvu took the bait, right? So that was unfortunate. And then the no Igbenogany pass interference set them up 1st and goal, and we got them to 4th and goal, and Quan Martin, he was making some big plays on that drive. I'm telling you, man, Quan Martin might be a huge year for him, man. Might be a Pro Bowl year for him. We've heard rave reviews about him during training camp, and Joe Witt Jr. has spoken highly of him. Hey, man, might be a big year for Quan Martin. Will Harris also had a solid game. He had a pretty good pass breakup. I thought the D-line did a good job of, making Burrow a little bit uncomfortable. Thought they did a pretty good job of stopping the run for the most part. But then the drive ended, 4th and goal, Chase Brown. We literally had him wrapped up, but, he just muscled his way in to get the ball across the goal line. So that's when the drive ended, obviously, with a score. But overall, thought the defense wasn't bad on that drive, but the Bengals, their offense is just too high-powered. Let's get to the fun, though. Man, this offense came out guns a-blazing. Jaden Daniels and the offense were absolutely amazing on the first drive, really the first quarter in general, even when Jaden left. When Josh Johnson came in on his first drive of the game, he led us downfield. Jacory Cross-Camara scored a touchdown, man. Bill is going to be so good. And by the way, I forgot to report this yesterday. I think I posted it on my community tab. But Brian Robinson Jr. did not play yesterday. Not too much of a surprise. When you're planning on cutting or trading a guy, moving on from a guy, you don't want to risk him getting injured in a preseason game. So I do understand them mutually agreeing with Brian Robinson to just sit him, and just them doing that and watching the running backs last night. Chris Rodriguez, he had a big run, second play of the game, went for 41 yards, literally tied Brian Robinson Jr.'s longest carry of his career, which is insane, right? And then Jacory Cross-Camara, what he did on the second offensive drive, man. First of all, the O-line. Man, the O-line was so good, especially in the first half. I feel like the first game O-line was really good, and we didn't even have all our stuff out there, right? Tunsil wasn't out there. Cosme wasn't out there, obviously. Coleman wasn't out there. So it was a makeshift O-line with Andrew Wiley at left tackle, Chris Paul at left guard, Beata center, Alec Grady right guard, and Connolly right tackle. And, man, I thought they were great, man. Really good at run blocking, and they did a good job pass blocking. But, man, in the run blocking game, Connolly was great. Alec Grady was great. Wiley was great. John Bates, man. John Bates is a dog. That is why he has a place in this league, because he is a dang good blocker, man. He is such a good blocker, man. and I'm so glad we brought him back because Bates kind of acts like your 6-0 lineman, right? In a sense, right? Like, he's just so good at blocking, and that's why blocking tight ends have a place in this league, and that's why we gave John Bates a really good extension this offseason. So, again, offense was great. Deebo Samuel had a carry on the first play. Jaden Daniels, at the end of the drive, ran it in. A lot of media members made a big deal about him not sliding. I don't care. I feel like he had an opportunity to get it into the end zone, and that is what he did. So Jaden Daniels looked great, and the first team offense overall looked really good as well. I was kind of surprised that the Bengals kept Burrow out there on the second drive for their offense and removed Jamar Chase and T. Higgins from the field. So that was interesting to me. But Joe Burrow, he was dealing with pressure on that drive, and on the third down, third and long, it was 3rd and 14. Dorrance Armstrong won immediately on the guard, literally ran right past him, and Burrow was scrambling around, scrambled backwards, and Dorrance Armstrong and Jacob Martin took him down. And by the way, Jacob Martin, he had a great game. He had 4 pressures, 3 hurries, half a sack. He was so good last night. He's a guy that I feel like will be big for our defense, and I feel like bringing Von Miller in really has helped him a whole lot, develop as a pass rusher, specifically a situational pass rusher, because that's when we'll primarily use him for sure. The rookies were great last night. I thought the rookies were really good. Obviously, Ja'Cory Cross-Kamara balled out. 11 carries, 46 yards, 1 touchdown. Bill, as we like to call him, as he likes to be called, he's our running back 1. He is our running back 1. And I feel like with the performance from the running backs last night, which obviously the top guy is Bill, but Chris Rodriguez balled out as well. I feel like the performance from the running backs last night really proved that we don't need B-Rob. I love B-Rob. Wish him the best, but we don't need him to have success on the ground. Josh Carlin Jr. thought he was great. Jalen Lane, he was really good. Had 3 catches for 42 yards. He showed off his route running a lot and his quickness, so I thought he looked really good. Cam Andrano, thought he did some good things. So overall, man, rookie draft class looked really good last night. Let's talk about the QB3 competition. Man, that competition is ugly right now. I mean, should we even keep 3 QBs? Like, should we even keep a 3rd QB? We might be just fine with JD5 and Mariota. Because I think Mariota, he will be fine. Like, I don't need to see him in the preseason. I think he's going to be good come week 1. And, the hope is JD5 stays healthy all year long. But maybe at some point, Mariota will have to come in. But, hopefully that's not the case. But, I mean, the QB3 competition, it's just nasty. Josh Johnson has looked better than Sam Hartman, but not by a lot. Hartman was bad last night. Like, the interception he threw was a terrible decision. I mean, dude, there's a linebacker right there, right in front of your target, and you throw it right to him, directly to him. What are we doing? And then Josh Johnson, he tried to pass to Jalen Lane, and, I mean, he was double covered, and I just don't know what he was doing there. He completely sailed it, and it was picked off easily. So both guys, man, didn't play well last night. Did not play well last night whatsoever. And, I still think they'll keep a 3rd QB, and it'll probably be Josh Johnson. But me personally, I honestly wouldn't, because both guys did not look impressive last night whatsoever. I want to talk about the receivers. Jalen Lane obviously had a great day. I talked about him. Tay Martin had a catch for 15 yards, and then everybody else, some guys had a catch. So, again, no one really stepping up at receiver, and, again, that's where we need Terry, right? Like, I've seen some people say, our offense looked great last night. We don't need Terry. We can just move on from him. That's cap, because our receivers still did nothing last night. And, I won't put all the blame on them, because with Sam Hartman and Josh Johnson at QB, you can't truly evaluate them to the level you want to. However, we still need Terry out there, because we need a guy out there that can, make catches and separate a bit. Obviously, Terry isn't the best separator, but he can separate more than the guys we have out there, like Luke McCaffrey, KJ Osborne, Ja'Cory Brooks, Michael Gallup, right? Those guys didn't do anything last night, so we still need Terry out there for sure. I talked about the O-line, thought it was good. The defense, the 2nd, 3rd string, 4th string defense, still not great. I mean, Mitchell Tinsley, he had a revenge game versus us for no reason. Like, how did we allow Mitchell Tinsley to go so crazy? And he was great for us back in 2023 in the training camp in the preseason, but, like, he had a revenge on his mind. I was like, whoa. Okay, Mitchell Tinsley. I never saw. I mean, we saw some of this out of him, but, like, It was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. It was kind of crazy. Bobby Price, man, he sucks. He sucks, man. Oh my gosh. The touchdown he allowed to Mitchell Tinsley, awful. Carlin Vigors is also awful. He is scared of physicality. He is scared to tackle, man. He sucks. Let me see who else probably stood out. I think that might be it, honestly. So the defensive depth still not great. Like this, I would say the third string guys, the fourth string guys were bad, but the starting defense, I did like what I saw out of them. So that's a great thing. Matt Gay made all his kicks, 1 field goal and 2 extra points, so that's good. So overall, a lot of positives from this game. Much cleaner performance in the Patriots game, but we do still have some stuff to clean up. And Saturday is our final preseason game against the Patriots. So, or not the Patriots, sorry, the Ravens. So that game will be for guys trying to make the roster on the back end. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone actually does step up to make their case to make the 53-man roster. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're not already subbed up, and turn on notifications. Comment down below your thoughts from last night's preseason game. 31-17, Bengals win, but a lot of positives. Running back room looked good. Jaden Daniels looked good. First team offense looked good. Thought the defense did some good things when the starters were out there. So a lot of good from last night. But also, if you have some negative stuff, guys who stock went down after last night's game, leave that in the comment section below as well. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.